why the live stream always starts foggy, but let's fix that, okay, people? It's something about like the focus. Like there we go. Oh, so I'm here with my wife because I couldn't have done it without her, nor would I have a fish room without her. So I want to thank my wife, Laura, first of all, for the 20,000. Not you guys, because she's the important one, not you. Don't think you're special.
He's kidding.
I'm kidding, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are all awesome. I couldn't have done it without you, obviously. There is no way I could have ever imagined that the channel would have hit this big. We have a couple things lined up today, and I want to give back to you guys. We have a contest that I'll tell you some more about, and we're also going to give away, I'm going to give away $100 today, just to someone in today's chat. So let's just rock and roll. I want to give back to the hobby. I have big plans, and I have big plans for the channel, and then I also have to say that we are teaming up with Aquatic Arts for the contest, as far as the Aquascaping Contest that we're gonna do. They're gonna give prizes. So that contest, we're gonna announce all the details of that contest in an upcoming live stream. But basically, we're gonna have a $250 first place prize, $100 second place prize, and $50 third place. And more than that, or not more than that, but with that, we have the original prizes, which Alan Bauer is responsible for, as well as Crystal Castleman, the most authoritative, influential plant expert probably in the hobby. We have a signed copy of the book Aquarium Plants, the English version, which is hard to get. You can only get it from her website in Germany, and then it's for the UK, so she mails it to the US right now. But we have a signed copy of that for the first place winner. We have a signed copy of Diane Wallstad's The Ecology of the Planet Aquarium, and we also have another few surprises that we're going to work in there as well. So I'm pretty excited about doing this Aquascape contest. It's going to be fun. But today we'll give away a $100 gift card to somebody. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Also, I wanted to say my pails are painted. My nails are painted blue still because I'm a lazy bum. They got painted once, and I haven't even gotten them off. So yes, let's see here. Boy, the chat is jumping quick. Yes, if you guys have a question, just say at The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. I want to thank my mods too. So part of what I'd like to do for all my mods that are in the US is I'm also, in the coming weeks, I'm going to hook you guys up with a gift card too. So if you're hearing this now, be on alert that you are going to be also getting a gift card or cash. If I haven't run this by Aquatic Arts, but I will hook you guys up because I want to thank you again for all your work. So that's like Chevy Fish, Muppet, Mridgel, you guys rock. I couldn't do it without you. Mary, thank you. So we'll figure it out in the coming days, but I just wanted to make those announcements right off the bat. Also, my wife surprised me with a lovely cake that you guys can all digitally sync your imaginary mouths into your mind. If you could eat this with your mind, that would be great, guys. Please eat this with your mind. Oh, Jen Yu, thank you so much for joining the membership. Now you have access to all the kooky, crazy research I do. And yeah, you know, I really appreciate the support, you guys, with the memberships and the super chats. It really does keep things going. It keeps it lets me focus on doing research and having fun with the channel, but you know, also taking it to the next level, really. And Laura, why are you so quiet? Laura, talk. People are saying talk.
Okay. I don't have a prepared speech. But no, thank you to everybody who's helped Alex reach this huge goal. It's really amazing. I'm very proud of him, and I know I'm not as involved into the fish world as he probably wishes, but I just hope you know I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, honey. Did you feel that way the first 2 years?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So I want to encourage all you out there with smaller channels. If you love doing this, if you're having fun doing this, keep doing it. I mean, that's what this is about, okay? So really, if you keep working on it and you keep putting out stuff that you love, that's going to resonate with someone. And it just takes some time. Yes, my wife is so beautiful. I love her so much. So let's see here. Oh, Donald got 9 red-eyed neon blue rainbow fish from Aquatic Arts yesterday. Right on. So great. Christian, I started this channel going on, well, really 5 years ago, but really it's been weekly posting for a little over 4 years now. It started as a daily vlog, and then it turned into looking at issues as if basically we were all locked up in the aquarium, staring out, and you had days and you were just like, what things are connected to the aquarium? Where did the glass come from? Did that come from Asia? I mean, who is the company that makes that? What's the chemistry of glass? Does it leach any chemicals? How does light refract through water? Where did these fish species come from that are swimming around this little bowl? I mean, just any question you could have, looking at the world with the fish bowl, fish tank, aquarium as your starting point. That was the original motivation for the channel, or the concept. And I've tried to stick with that. I mean, the video that came out yesterday was on fish locomotion because I looked at little baby fish and saw them moving and was like, how do they move faster than adults? So if you're curious about that, I've got a video up, and I've got actual animations that I was able to get a hold of. Thank you, University of Chicago, and also USC Riverside. David Resnick, thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, we have so many super chats rolling in. I have to get to these. Thank you guys. You guys rock. Let's see here. Let's start. You guys are teeing them up, and I'll knock them down. Boom. It looks like right out of the gates we had Mary. Thank you so much with the congratulations. I appreciate it. Also, let's say hi to a couple people, because I couldn't have done it without the people. You know, let's freestyle a 20,000 sub rap, okay? All right, 20,000. I couldn't have done it without the viewers. You make me run it. The channel, I want to swim like the fishes. Do another 20,000, and maybe I'll even help my wife with the dishes. Thank you for holding it down while I stream. I'm not going to rap anymore. That's the end of this meme. Okay, so let's see. More super chats that I missed. You guys, seriously though, I'm just so happy. I know that this is like shaky because my gimbal's not actuating right now. I'm actuating. I'm mentally actuating. Hold on. Laura Sutton, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Peplin Creek, we got a $5 super chat and an adorable little. Is that a Shiba Inu? What is that? It's just. It says Bravo. Dogs don't talk. I don't know what's happening. Dogs don't talk in my world, anyways. Not usually. Hillbilly Aquatic, thank you so much. The super chat. He says congratulations for 20K. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Congrats, you two. Well done. Keep going. Nice cake, Laura. Hang in there. That's from Eve Howard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Are you in Australia? Or is that Austria? It doesn't differentiate for me, but thank you so much for the 25 bones. It's so killer. Thank you. Brett Whitty, thank you so much. A $1.99 thumbs up. I see a red thumb. There's a song with lyrics like that. If you see a red thumb, Gone Till November, Wyclef Jean. Yeah, all right. Kevin Leong, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys, man, this chat is just like blowing down. John McKenzie, $1.99 super chat. Appreciate that also. I think I'm almost caught up. Let's see here. Danikin, love you, bro. Better stick to YouTube, man. Your rap skills need some help. Yes, I totally agree. Deb, thank you so much with the keep it up little pair working out.
That's cute.
It's like the eye of the tiger. It's the eye of the tiger in the heat of the fight. It's the pair, really. So thank you guys. Oh my goodness. All right. So this cake has a little story to it also, in that the woman who made this cake
Not me.
yeah, let's. Oh, you can tell this story, my love.
Oh, well, I thought I'd take the easy route and go get a cake from the grocery store. And she was very confused when I asked her to write 20,000. I actually had to write it out for her. But she did not put the exclamation mark on it. And I was like, that's kind of underwhelming. So that would be sriracha, which we will avoid eating.
So she put hot sauce on our cake.
You got to improvise.
Yeah.
I think it's creative.
I learned it from you. So it is very cute.
And these Swedish fish are actually really good. I've eaten some.
Are they real Swedish fish?
Yeah.
Like they're from Sweden?
Yeah.
They're like cod.
The safe way Sweden.
the form of Sweden down the street. And also, if you guys got one, you need one. And that's the Dr. Pepper opening ceremony. It's the christening. Whenever I start a new aquascape or tank, I pour a little in there. No, I don't do that. But I do break a bottle of Dr. Pepper over the bow of every tank. Let's take a little look in the fish room real quick, because my wife, bless her heart, she just is all that and more. Boom. Look at the fish room. Bob Mennel, thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. And also, Alan, why are you giving me super chats, brother? This is for the Woodcat Fund. Thank you so much. I will be in Portland next weekend, and I will be picking up fish. I guarantee it. But look at this party going on in here. I have an idea. I want to mess things up. Let's cause chaos. No. Woo!
Actually, that works pretty well.
Wow, okay.
Here it comes.
That's really fast. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna stop that now. Party time. Yeah. Oh wow, they're like flying down on me now. Jeez. Who was our safety auditor here, honey? Wow, I tore down those decorations very quickly.
I lost the tape. It might be dropped in the fish tank.
You did not drop the tape in a fish tank. Also, we have a 20,000 silver star. If I were a little cartoon character, I'd jump up and go, bling. Oops, man, I'm really breaking everything. And again, while I'm over here, I want to thank Aquatic Arts because both the Aquascaping Contest we're doing, they're chipping in for our 3rd annual, second real official Aquascape, and also, you know, Alan Bauer is the tour de force when it comes to that Aquascape contest that we're going to announce. We'll do an official start video, but again, I wanted to tell you guys, we have secured books. We've got, Alan has worked out with Crystal Castleman. She has volunteered. She has given to the channel, and which is really cool because she also used my review for her book on her website, which I couldn't be more humbled and honored by. I really do think it is the best aquarium book out there for identifying new plants, or I mean identifying aquarium plants. And basically we have a signed first English edition of the newest book by Crystal Castleman, Aquarium Plants. That's thanks to Alan organizing that. And then we also have a signed copy of Diane Wallstad's The Ecology of the Planted Tank, which is, I mean, the person who really brought home the Dirted Aquarium, who put the science, put the money where the mouths are, so to speak, and proved, you know, why it works, how it works, what going into it, and really got that going. I mean, if it weren't for her, Aquascaping wouldn't be around right now. And then we also have a number of other prizes, but we've got that's all, folks. We've also got today another $100 gift card that I'm going to give away to you guys. That's honestly, that's a gift card I got to buy fish, but I want to give it to you guys. Also, Danikin, I just wanted to let folks know in here, my buddy Kenny that I'm going to see, Kenny and Danny of Danikin Aquatics, they are so close to 2,000 subscribers. I don't ever tell people to subscribe without checking out their stuff, but I highly suggest you check out their channel. He has like 74 tanks, he, I should say. She is just as big of a tour de force as Mr. Kenny, and they are right on the cusp, but there's a $50 gift card. I have to thank Aquatic Arts. They said they'd throw in towards his channel, so one of his subscribers out of 2,000, that's a lot less than mine, you have a better chance of winning a $50 gift card on his channel. And he's doing some giveaways too. He's right, I think he's like 40 people away from hitting that home run at 2,000, his big goal right now. And then the other thing going on is at the Aquascaping Contest, $250 first prize, cash with the book, and a $100 second prize, $50 gift card to Aquatic Arts, third place prize, and we'll be giving away more gift cards as the whole thing continues, as it goes. Aquatic Arts and I have been chatting. They want to, the owner, the founder of the company, David, and his wife, Crystal, they want to support the conservation going on in our hobby also. So they want to put some money into charity. They're having a new store front coming up. I mean, they are buying from, I know some of you are selling fish to them now, wholesale, that live out in the Midwest, and so it couldn't be a cooler thing to see them grow, supporting small fish tubers, me. I guess I'm the only fish tuber they really work with, but I mean, supporting the channel from early on. I supported them when they were smaller, and we've kind of come up together, so I really appreciate that. And also, you know, I want to thank, obviously, Alan with this aquascaping thing we're going to do. The way we're going to set up the aquascape contest is going to be that essentially you'll have to have an immersed element in it. We're gonna give you guys like 2 months and some change to do this. So in the first phase, we will require like a photo or an idea of inspiration and a sentence or two about it, and we'll have a little submission form. And then a picture of you starting to set up the tank. Now, it doesn't need to be a fancy tank. It doesn't need to be a rimless tank that has heated seats. It can be a dollar per gallon. It can be a used. It could be a Rubbermaid tote. No, it can't be a Rubbermaid tote. Well, it could, but we couldn't see through that. So it better look extremely epic from above. But, again, we are going to be grading on creativity, concept, balance, and we're also going to be grading on the execution of your idea. So, like, if you have an idea of emulating a diorama or a certain landscape, how well did that happen in the end? And then also, we will try to take into account, it's about the best idea winning. It's not about the money you have. So if you can't afford CO2 or you can't afford a rimless tank or a bunch of fancy plants, don't worry about it. I mean, we've seen tanks submitted that are just stone and 2 or 3 plants, and that will, blow your mind. So other than taking the time to grow an immersed plant, more than just one little stem of something happening to pop above the water, ideally, we'd like to have like a little cluster or something blooming or something so you can see the form of plants. That's really want to educate each other in this project about what plants look like above the water too. Because, for instance, Bacopa furcata or Kabamba furcata is beautiful. It has these little yellow and purple flowers that come out on either side, and it's just, it's a really cool plant above water too, and then beautiful underwater. So same with crypts. You think they're cool underwater, they have like a beautiful flower that's unique to each crypt, and a lot of times the flower may look completely different than the plant. So the plant may look one way underwater, and then the other thing, like when it grows out of the water, when it's immersed, it's an incredible different plant. So we're gonna do something like 60 days or something like, or not 60 days, sorry, something like 75, 80 days or something like around there probably. I know it takes time to get something really good going, but if everybody's like, our grows are not doing well, are not there yet, then we're going to be flexible. We're not jerks, And then the other big surprise hitter we have coming in here is that Mridgel Singh is going to be our third judge. So you know him, you love him if you're around here on the super duper YouTuber world, and he is a very knowledgeable guy about plants. He also facilitated on my Facebook group a help ID that plant contest weekly for a while, and so I wanted to let y'all know that way there's more than just 2 judges. It's a little less partial. It's not just my opinion. We really want to hear a representative. Alan lives over in the Midwest, and Mridgel's on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. None of us are like friends that hang out every day or anything. So it's a diversity of ages and opinions on the situation. But both are 2 great guys that have really helped the channel also. So I think it's only fitting. So that's the big announcements. What in the heck would you guys like to chat about? I thought like, okay, 20,000. What do we have 20,000 of that's interesting? Or what's I don't know. It's a weird number. It feels like a big number. It feels bigger than 10,000. well, duh, Alex, it's way bigger than 10,000. But I mean, it feels like the channel is no longer just a little channel. You know that we are 3 times bigger than Montpelier, Vermont, the capital of Vermont. Our community is 3 times bigger than the capital of the state of Vermont population. So, I mean, thank you guys. You guys keep this thing going. You're making this. I mean, it was a labor of love, and it still is for me. But it is actually a full-time job that it's coming in. Alan, don't take away the fire from my flame. He's saying Montpelier, not much of a city either. But they have a decent burrito shop. Good to know. I feel like, actually, Olympia, Washington, is not. Yeah, there is 20,000 leagues under the sea, Jules Verne. Very true. That is another 20,000 mark. So I think, to celebrate, we will read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea for the next 15 hours. And it will be read in an Old English accent. Got to get my Burt's Bees on. So, yeah. But, you guys, we have 64 likes and 20,000 subscribers. I'm a little disappointed in y'all. You're not pulling your weight, guys. Hit that like button. I need you to gobble up about 15 ounces of live baby brine shrimp, about 4 pounds of bloodworms, and then swim around counterclockwise a 20-gallon long tank, rub yourself on the Bacopa, and then tap that like button with your nose as a fish. I would appreciate that. So, what else do we have going on in the world right now? Because I feel like right now I don't even know. I just am happy that you guys are here with me and that, the channel's growing. Do you guys have any questions, any problems, any normal things that we need to talk about? Because, first and foremost, I try to answer every comment if I can. Midnight Lobster said I just hurt myself. Yes. And Casey, no, I would be asleep if that happened. But you can, if you guys want to celebrate this live stream, you've earned it. Have a ball, guys. For me, as you know, I'm going, what is it? I have to think about my age. 13 years clean and sober from the boozy booze. So that's not going to change for the live stream. Well, I could have had a sip of champagne. That would have been fine. But I didn't have a monocle, so that didn't happen. But this Dr. Pepper does me just fine.
Can I hear champagne?
Yes. Do you have some? Crack the champagne, honey. Let's do this. I'm not gonna have any, but you're gonna. We're gonna watch my wife binge drink champagne. That has nothing to do with fish.
I would have known you would have had some. That's why we got 2 bottles in here.
Why do we have 2 bottles of champagne when I don't drink?
Housewarming gifts.
Likely story. My wife just gets home and she's like, "It's Monday," and she shakes up the bottle and then takes a sword and. You know that sabering, whatever, the art of taking a frickin' sword and opening a bottle of, hey, Cassie B, it's so good to see you in here, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate that. George, Mr. Aquaballs, and you guys, we need to talk about something. People have said, what's up with Aquaball's names? He raises ball pythons. Get your minds out of the frickin' gutters. And I love George, and you should check out all his beautiful fish and amazing stuff he does on his channel as well. So yes. Let's see. Should we cut this cake?
Sure.
I mean, for all I know, it's going to be filled with salmon. It could be a salmon pate cake.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. I'm skeptical that would be that awesome to have a cake full of ground salmon or tuna. But yeah, Midnight Lobster, it started during Napoleon's reign, and they used to take a sword and on campaign for fighting people, as you do.
You get the 20.
I get the 20. Looks like I'm getting 2 inches. Or no, 2 feet. Yeah, Gary Lang's gonna jump out of the cake, guys. Ooh, nothing like plain vanilla. Thank
Your
you.
favorite. Well, not really, but the options. The options were limited.
It's your favorite. I like how you just tell me. It's your favorite. I'm like, it is? Okay. Sounds good.
You didn't have your perfect red velvet.
My red velvet is probably my favorite. It's my favorite because it turns your mouth red and then it looks like you bit your tongue. And then, because I am a member of the Kiss Army. Today I wanted to actually play, like, music and have some fun, but they actually will, like, turn off your live stream if you do that because they're a bunch of assholes. So we can't do that. But I can hum along to things and torture y'all. Let's see how this cake is, honey.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's sabre. Ink. To 20,000. I hope it's buttercream. That is pure sugar.
That's just like very sugar.
Not buttercream, but pure sugar. Oh boy.
Woo.
So now you guys just, I'm just gonna silently eat this cake. It's gonna be ASMR. You're just gonna have to listen to my mouth going. I dropped my cake.
Not bad. The icing's too much.
I am not partying. No, I'm not having a party tonight with actual people. My wife and I are just weirdos. This is how we roll. And I'm not actually going to eat that whole slice of cake right now. I think the Dr. Pepper is sweet enough. Man, that is a sweet cake. That is like a sugar bomb, honey. Like you, it's sweet.
That's what you get at Safeway.
Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Biscotti, don't you worry. I will not be drinking champagne. I will be eating sugar cake, which will put me into a sugar coma, and my toes will probably fall off from diabetes.
This is dinner, so.
This is dinner. Well, it's good that it has a savory element with the sriracha sauce. Let's see here. Danikin says, I have fallen and I can't get up. How do you remove a 20-gallon from your rear end? You know what? I actually tried to get into a tank to make a funny screenshot thumbnail, and I got stuck in a tank once. So, yeah.
About that.
Geek Boy, boom, coming in with 20 bones for 20K. Here's another 20 as costs for 20K. Costs for 20K. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. The money, as you know, I try to do things that give it back to the channel or that are like buying fish to show you guys. Or avoiding having a day job so that I can research about fish and then share my sources with my channel members. So I hope you like those sources in the fish locomotion video. I know some of the videos like that are not, they're not thrilling to your average YouTuber. You have to be a fish dork to really enjoy that. But if you are, I mean, I come across so many nuggets of awesome information. Sometimes I can't share it for proprietary reasons or time reasons, or it's just whatever. It's too long of an article to hold anyone's attention. And you guys know I'm already like all over the place, and holding attention is not a skill of mine. So for members, that's one of the perks, is that all my research, anything that I come across as a source or just a cool website, an archive, a database, I put it in the community tab and try to share it with y'all as a little extra perk. I do have some extra footage too. I don't know if that's anything anyone wants to see, but yeah. Ginger Graves, one of my longest time supporters, one of the sweetest gals in the, well, I was going to say South, but I don't know. Where do you consider yourself? Midwest, South? One of the best people in Tennessee. And one of the sweetest gals all around. Thank you so much for the super chat. I truly do appreciate it. And Survival of the Fishiest is a secret supporter member. Part of the secret scholars on the channel. Rachel L. Hello. Dragon Lair. So, oh, T-Bone, good to see you. Good eye, mate. Thank you so much for your congratulatory christening of $5. Appreciated that greatly. All right, let's see here. The other thing that I've been thinking is cutting this hair. I literally started growing this out because I went to a barber shop that I'd never been to before, and they cut my hair like this short in January of last year. And I've just let it grow like a wild savage living in like what's his name? Inky Doo? No. What's his name? The monster in Beowulf. But in any case, I've been living that way. And so I'm thinking about cutting it now that I'm vaccinated and with my lupus. You know, I had to be so careful on such lockdown. I mean, look how pale I've gotten. I look like Elizabeth, the Queen of England from the 1600s, the pale Grendel. Thank you. So yes. But yeah, Swiss Aquatics. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Priscilla, you rock. Another great channel. You know, we have so many incredible creators in this community, and y'all are so supportive of each other and me and the hobby in general. And I just think it's beautiful that now we can all share our fish this way, especially with the last year going the way it did. I mean, it's nuts. We would have been so isolated. And I really do count you folks as my honest to goodness real friends. So thank you. I really do appreciate it, like on a serious note. Also, I saw R&B Animals Rescue, a 149 piece of cake. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. Super sticker. Just grow some dreadlocks. You know, I've never been a fan of the white guy dreadlock look. Not for me. I think I've got too fat of a face. But it does show that you're dedicated to a look. Like, there's no way to fake it. Well, I mean, you can back comb your hair, but I'm just saying, when you have long hair in general, it shows that you have been committed to not caring about your looks, or to caring about having long hair, or to being Rastafarian, for a long time. And that's why a lot of religions around the world, hair is such an important thing, is because you can't fake it. You can tie some birdie feathers to it. You could put a raccoon pelt on your head, but it's just not the same. So, you know, let's take a look at some fishies. You guys have looked at my face for a long time. Let's also, I want to figure out a fun way to give away $100 gift card. Talk amongst yourselves. Yes, Jackson Tax. She has actually seen me in person, Jackson Tax has, so pretty cool. Rachel L., welcome to the family of channel members. I appreciate that greatly. Also, you know, I want to reaffirm to you guys that my hopes for the channel are one thing, but I always want to hear your desires. What topics are you guys interested in? What are you guys wanting to learn about? Is there a new fish? Is there a new dance sweeping the nation called the Macarena that I need to inform you about? Because this channel is about learning and growing, and so I need to learn from you guys just as much as I put knowledge out there. I mean, I got to get it first. And then try to package it for you. I'm really just a packager of knowledge is kind of how I see my job in this day and age. You know, I also have to say that as we get bigger, the cool thing is that we have the ability to get people on the show like Rachel O'Leary. I mean, wasn't that freaking cool? We get all sorts of interesting things going on as we grow. I also, Aquatic Arts wants to start doing more conservation in the world. And I think we're going to talk about doing some Project Piaba or, you know, supporting local breeding and reintroduction of extinct or endangered fish to ecosystems that have been recovered. What's the word? Not recovered, but that have been rehabilitated. So yeah, and the other thing that I want to mention about the channel is the fact that, you know, we have 700 videos now about things, and pretty much if you have something that you want to learn about on this channel, give it a look-see in the old video archive before you wonder if it's not out there yet in the world, because there's a good chance that we touched on it at some point on this channel. Where are my micro goby dragons? This tank needs water pretty badly, but let's adjust. All right. Where are you, little monsters? My little minions. Let's get you out of here. Also, hopefully we'll be getting the native fish and or maybe some koi or something interesting in the near future outside. That would be great. Oh, well, it's right in the glare and you guys missed it. That is a bummer. Bummer, man. Come on, little dragon. Little dragon, come towards the glass. Come on, buddy. Well, I was trying to feed some scuds to the dragon, and it worked, but it was right in the glare, and now he's all puffy. His hood's all big. So yeah, what's up with all these shrimp on the glass? Look, I think they're planning something. Look at that. That's an army. That is an armada. I did use Bacter AE though, and I haven't used it in this tank in forever. So could be that the Bacter AE is causing them to plot my downfall. Could be. Also, have you guys come up with how we are going to give away the $100 gift card? Or would you guys prefer two $50 gift cards? I mean, really, what's better, guys? I can dig either way. So let's take a quick straw poll, as it were. And $50 gift card or times 2, or $100 gift card times 1. Say 50 for 50 or 100 for 100 in the chat, and I'll kind of just go off that and see where it takes us in a minute here. BJ says 100. I see 100, 100. 50, 50, 50, 50. Is the gift card to Redfish Bluefish? It is not. But Redfish Bluefish, Jason is a good friend of mine. He just got a bunch of new fishies in. And plants. You know, I'm having a hard time seeing what it is. Like, if we got a clear winner here. It looks like 50's starting to edge out 100. It looked like at first it was going to be the 100. All right, I think 50 looks like it's winning. So, okay, we'll do 2 gift card giveaways. It'll be for U.S. residents. If you're not a U.S. resident and you win, I'll try to maybe send you $50 cash. I mean, everybody's been super chatting, so we can probably work that out. So let's see here. We'll figure something out for you, or an equivalent fish source. Yeah, you know, because shipping is expensive with that site, so that's the only reason why the $100 gift card is kind of nice. But if it's people who are going to buy fish anyways, then the $50 gift card obviously is nice because 2 people get it. So we'll do the 50. How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to do it's an e-gift card, correct? So it'll just be, I will email it to you. You guys will email me. The winners will email me. I will hit you with the info. Yeah, Jim Williamson. That's why I said 100 is what he was saying. Yeah, I understand that. I do. Because basically a $50 gift card is like shipping and then a $10 gift card. But you get my discount on top of that too, from them. Also, I mean, big things coming in store for them. I mean, they're going to have 4 or 5 times the holding tanks, so they won't keep running out of stuff. I mean, they order so many oddball species and then they're out. But we talked about it, and the way they really think about it there is they want to actually keep the info up about the fish and make it so you can say, alert me when this fish is in stock, because essentially that helps them pick. Like, if 5 people say, we want this alert when this is in stock, then they know that they're willing to spend more money on getting that fish. Like, even if their normal sources are out, they're going to track it down. So that's why that's a useful feature. And I suggest you guys do it if you guys do shop with them. But let's see here. How do you guys want to do this giveaway? I mean, I can dictate it, but I thought I would just cause total chaos, and we would come up with some creative way to determine a winner with all 115 of y'all. My most expensive fish, that's a tricky one. Actually, that would be a good question. You know what? That's an interesting question. So if you count the retail value of my fish, what do you guys, you know what? Actually, let's do the first winner that way, and another winner will be, you guys pick a number, we'll do a random number. But the winner of this one is going to be the first person who knows what my most expensive fish, like if you were to sell it at a fish store, out of all the fish I have. So if you watch the channel a lot, this is going to be way easier for you. If you know what that is, go ahead and put it in the chat. And if nobody responds, then of course we'll do something else. But I bet if you guys think about it, that you will know. Boom. Alishan. The L134. I think that would have to be my most expensive fish. Yeah. The leopard frog plecos. They are definitely very, very expensive. They are, as adults, and I have 3 adults, I've seen them in pairs up to $500 or $600. We will do numbers also for the next giveaway. But Alishan, right on. Are you in the U.S., Alishan? And also email me, Alishan, at Alexander J. Williamson at gmail.com, and then I can get you the giveaway. Oh, sweet, you're in Pennsylvania, so you get a $50 gift card. Thanks for coming out. And I have 5 of the leopard frog plecos. I got them from Aquatic Arts. They have one of the best, and Merge will just put my email info. If any of you guys need to get a hold of me, that is my real personal email. Yes, I have had people spam it. Yes, I do have haters, so that happens. But for the most part, even with 20,000 of y'all, we have such a awesome, positive community that I haven't worried about that or people knowing what town I'm in or any of that sort of stuff. You guys rock. You really do. And you guys have gotten me through dark days. I mean, if we talk about the history of this channel, I mean, we went through, literally the channel kind of started when I got married and I quit my day job at Trader Joe's. Wait, what's that? Mickey M, since you're in Europe, can you join the giveaway and re-give? You could re-give, but I mean, I'm telling you, I'm ready to send you cash over PayPal. So, you do whatever you want, or Venmo, or I don't care, Google Pay, whatever process you care for. But yeah, so it started with getting married, and that was a big, crazy deal. And then, as you know, a year and a half or 2 years into the channel, I guess, I got hit by lightning. And that was okay for the first few days. And then it comes to pass that my wife's outside cleaning the fish pond for me. Or the Rubbermaid tote that has fish in it. Shelby Ray Elaine, hello. Yeah, my info's in the description, and the link to Aquatic Arts if you guys do want to use their 15% off discount code. That's going to be changing every few months now, but whenever we use it, it allows me to do more stuff like this. Like, basically, I get a commission for everything bought on their website, and I have decided that commission, that's what's fueling these giveaways, is the 4% of that profit off of that. You know, it allows me to do also ask for like a cash thing for cash giveaway if we have someone overseas or whatnot. So but I mean, this cash giveaway is just gonna be out of pocket. So what else was I gonna say? I was in the middle of saying something and I totally lost it. I appreciate it. You know, Xanadu, you've been a great addition to the channel. Oh, I got struck by lightning and it broke my brain. I was fine for a few days, and then literally your myelin sheaves get baked off, which is what happens to people with dementia or Alzheimer's. And I started losing coordination and the ability to write, the ability to walk properly, and I was like, you know, I'd reach out for a cup and be off by 6 inches, and my words were mixed up, my vocabulary was slurred. I went through 6 months of rehabilitation, occupational therapy, 4 days a week. If you couldn't find the code, and they emailed, if you emailed them and they took care of you at Aquatic Arts, there is, I think if you use Apple Pay, the code doesn't come up for some reason. It redirects you to that platform. So, and it might be the same deal. I mean, it says enter coupon or discount code when you're on Aquatic Arts website. Yeah, if you ever forget, you can always email them like Donald just said, and they'll give you the discount. Just say, "Oh, Alex sent me," and they'll give you that discount. Okay, they gave you the 10% discount. Okay, that's weird that they didn't give you the 15. Maybe that was their you didn't use the code yourself. Let's see here. Shelby Ray Lane says, I remember Lucas mentioning you were hit by lightning. I was like, what? Yeah, a lot of people didn't believe me. And on a sad note, Aquarium Cop, Bill, Will, however you want to think of him, but Aquarium Cop, he was one of the people who was like, this is BS, like, I believe you, like, right out of the gates, and I was just too tired and sick to even deal with that. People were like, oh, he's doing it to try to get views, and actually I lost some subscribers for that, surprisingly, at the time. Some of them came back, but that was weird to see how the internet can work. When it happened because a few larger channels suspected I was doing it to get views. And I mean, then I had all my medical paperwork, and there's news articles in the local paper and on local news channels. And I mean, so it was easy to prove, but, Hank. I also lost all tact when that happened. No manners. That's my excuse for just shoveling cake in my face. But yeah, that was a long road. And at the time, working as a daily production artist, I know I do need some milk. Working as a production artist and mural artist, that was a hard thing. And I still don't have my artistic ability quite the same. Somebody asked who did was it the rhinos painting, or what painting was it? The ram. There's also the Corsican ram skull here. Those are all my paintings. These are the originals. I mean, there's prints, and you guys may not know it about me, but I'll share it. I've shared it in live streams about once a year. But before this channel, I had an art gallery in Seattle. I've done art shows in Paris, London, LA, New York, Tampa, Vancouver, BC. I had a gallery in Seattle. I've published 2 books. The Secret History, Living in Your Aquarium is not the only thing I do. Thanks, Harry Woodsman. I really appreciate that. And Carolyn, thank you also. Oh, cool. Donald says, I went to Boston Museum of Fine Arts today. 14th largest collection in the world. Yeah. T-Bone says it's hard to believe you were hit by lightning considering the odds. Yeah, definitely. In the U.S., you have odds of getting hit by lightning that are about 8 to 12 times better than winning any given state lotto, and about 100 times better than winning the lotto, the big Mega Millions lotto. And that's for a lifetime of winning the lotto versus a given year getting hit by lightning. So you're really not going to ever win the lotto. But yeah, Rigel is correct. SomaInkDesigns.com. You can see some of my art. You can see some of my coloring book. I haven't had it for sale listed, but obviously I've got my own artwork on my Teespring shirts. And right now, for a while now, all the proceeds coming in through Teespring for any clothing is going to conservation and charity. So it's been a nominal amount of money. It's been something like at the most $20 a month or $30 a month in commissions if I sell like 4 or 5 things. I've got the prices pretty darn low, close to what the cost is to print double-sided on the fair trade, like higher thread count, nicer clothing. And yeah, so if you want to see a steampunk / mechanical, biomechanical, cyberpunk, what I don't know what you want to call it, but kind of like a clockwork version of a Corridora on one side, and then a Sumi ink brush illustration. It looks like a pen illustration, but I do them with brush and ink and aquarium water, and then Sumi ink and Sumi brushes. Oh man, that cake makes this taste like water. That cake is so sweet. Oh gosh, that's terrible. I can't do any more of that. Um, I actually was a tattoo artist for 15 years. From the age of 19 onward, I tattooed like as a real job. But before that, I tattooed for a while too. And then the last few years, I tattoo my friends on the side. Um, and actually, you know, I'll share something that I don't think you guys have seen before. But Deborah Lewis, I thank you. I'm glad you like the in-depth ness of my live streams and videos. So let's see here. Let me turn this around. I'm gonna show some skin. Don't get offended. Just my fat thigh. But this was my first tattoo I did on anyone. And it is a trout jumping, and then a wave, kind of an homage to the Japanese great wave painting. And then there's a helical fractal of exponential growth coming out of that. And then my other tattoos I've done on my own, I've got a cell splitting, a single cell organism with the mitochondria, and then a neuron with the axons and dendrites. I've got a kitty cat clawing on my leg, playing with the nerve. And then I really do want to get a tattoo of some scientific like illustrations of fish. And then on this leg, I had a big allergy, but you can kind of make out here that there was a moon, a blue moon. And there was my grandfather's stained glass. He had the first apothecary in Seattle, the first pharmacy, and this was the stained glass from it. These were the trees that in the Northwest are ubiquitous, Doug firs and cedars. And if you look, my skin's real dry, but it is a sunset over a Northwest lake that is on my leg. Then I've got my Scottish clan symbol for Williamson. And then an infinity. I didn't do this one. This was a tattoo shop. But it's a mom in the infinity sign. She had a brain aneurysm when I was in college, and my first year, and we didn't know if she was going to make it. She was in the ICU, and she had very low functioning brain activity, and I drew that design on a napkin. Now there's a million infinity symbol tattoos all over the place, but at the time that was kind of unusual. And then this is for my environmental activism and political activism. My grandfather was one of the founders of Greenpeace and also a big mover and shaker in the Sierra Club, and a lot of early conservation in the 1940s and 50s as a young guy. So kind of the tree and the environment and plants. And then the fist, it would be a solidarity fist, not right or left, but rather, I got this when I turned 19 or so, and I didn't do this tattoo. I drew the stencil, and they did it. But it's also just a reminder that at one time I was young and impulsive and passionate, and I've been arrested several times for laying down and peacefully protesting in intersections and things. When the Iraq and Afghanistan wars were starting, would be the two times that I got into a bit of trouble for that. Also, it's hard to see. My skin's so dry right now, but I also have poppies. Because I had a struggle for years with that. And with opiates, I should say. And then And then here we have Priest Lake, Idaho, a map of it. This was done with the lake water, and then my grandfather's ashes, who is scattered there. And he worked to preserve some, it's called the Roosevelt Grove, but some old growth cedar that in 2004 it was going to be cut down and made into one of the things it was to be slated for was the Bush administration wanted to build a new, what do you call it? Decision room, situation room, Oval Office, whatever it is, the military control and command room. They wanted to make a table that was 100 feet long that a bunch of people could sit at out of a tree that was 3,000 years old in the middle of this grove of trees. And so for 3 summers and 3 years straight, people occupied that grove of trees. And I went up there for 2 summers and sat in the trees. So that's what that's about. And they're still there. It got set aside later as a national preserved piece of land. There's grizzly bears, wolverines, and caribou coming back to that place now. Redfish, bluefish, Jason, what's going on? It's great to see you in the chat, you guys. If you didn't know who Jason was, or Redfish, Bluefish, another great person to know. And that's where I got my super duper rare fish, you know, the banshees and the longfin tetras. He is also a crazy dreamer and, go-getter of his goals. And so he's opening a shop. I mean, he's been selling online, but he's opening a shop in Whidbey Island, Washington, very soon. And yes, T-Bone, it is pretty easy. It used to be real easy to get arrested in the U.S. It's getting a little better. But yeah, we have the most people in prison. We have more people in prison than China and Russia put together. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to dovetail that onto Jason's, how much I care for Jason as a guy and for his channel full of really primo knowledge. He's very attentive to detail and passionate about plants and the hobby as a whole, aquascaping and stuff. So definitely that's another channel y'all should check out while we're talking about it. But yeah, it is funny how easy it was for a while to get in trouble, because I also got put for protesting the Iraq Wars. I did get put on, I mentioned this during another live stream, but I did get put on a watch list for being anti-American at the time. That was right after September 11th, and they were a little on edge, I guess, because me just being a teenager who did a walkout in a high school against the war was enough to get my parents sent a letter saying, your son is associating with radicals, which I literally was just doing it locally on my own. I was the radical, I suppose. But let's feed the little dragon gobies. They're back. Oh, really? You little piece of... You know what? As soon as I said that, the big one took off, chasing a scud. And the littler one is just chilling here. But let's try to feed that one. Let's also give away that next $50 too. We need to do that. But let me feed some skids first. Do 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 do. Wah, wah, wah. Man, why can't I get any? I can't get no scuds in suction. Doot doot. Cause I try. And I try. And I try. I can't get no scuds in suction. Oh, he ate one of them. Is he gonna go for that other one too? Bro. Yeah! Boom! You got it. Now hide under the sand like a pro. Where'd the other one go? Try to kick up the other scud too, so maybe we can see a hunt. A hunt. A hunt. Alright, let's, anybody have any questions about their tanks or any needs today before we do the giveaway? Or are y'all like, Alex, shut up, give the thing away. Give away more money. Shut up, sir. I know how it is. But I love this tank. This is right now my favorite tank with the birdsong gobies and the true freshwater bumblebee gobies and all the shrimp that are just doing their shrimpity shrimp things, and then the thread fins that show off their thread finity things, and then just, yeah, all the shrimp in here right now. There's a lot of shrimp in here at the moment. And then we've got also my Sultan plecos in here, just because it's still small and I didn't know where else to put it, so I just threw it in here for now. And then we've also got the Pseudomugil luminatus also. You know, Veronica, that's a great point. How to get green water. Really, you leave your light on like 24/7 and allow the nitrates to get high, but not like dangerously high, like 50 parts per million or something, or 60 parts per million. Higher phosphates helps usually too. And then stagnant water also really helps. But not necessarily even a powerful light, just the fact that there is light on. Like low level light can cause a lot of algae. Love you, Mr. Goby. Definitely my favorite fish in the fish room at the moment. Let's see if we can get him to dig himself a little hole. There we go. Boom. A good source for clay substrate. That's a little tricky. I mean, I'd say aragonite, but that is an absorbent. You know, kitty litter is another one that is really good for that. But yeah, I mean that is tricky. You can also use like Fuller's earth or diatomaceous earth, but it's all pretty expensive. So as far as a good source, I mean, whenever I've put clay into my tanks, I've used, if you get good quality modeling clay, that works actually really well. Like college, like universities sell it sometimes. There's other art stores that sell it online, but usually it's kind of a racket. The price is kind of ridiculous. So that part of it kind of sucks. But yeah. Let's see. Where are all my little shrimpies? What are you guys doing? We've got all these shrimp in here and all this algae on here for the shrimpies. And yeah, they're doing really well, the Blue Dream shrimp. These are from Lucas Brett. Speaking of channels and YouTube and going way back, definitely one of the first people that I was inspired to action by, being Lucas Brett's. Also Dustin from Dustin's Fish Tanks. I mean, I just figured I'd give a couple shout outs. Rachel O'Leary, obviously. And then Joey, King of DIY, for his ingenuity with tanks, building them out of plywood in Nova Scotia and all that back in the day. And then Aquarium Co-op too. Yeah. You wanted a tattoo since you were a kid, finally got one 5 years ago. It's a half sleeve. Great horned owl on a dogwood tree with a night sky background. That sounds epic. Right on. That's cool. Cool tattoo, Regina. Let's see here. You know, my grandma got a tattoo. I tattooed her, and she was 80... What was she? 86 when she passed. She was 83 when she got the tattoo. Yeah, kind of interesting in that she wanted a heart tattoo when my grandfather got one during World War II after serving in the military. That's how long ago she wanted a tattoo and never got one because it was not proper for ladies, of course. And so she got her maiden name being Heart. She got a tattoo of a heart on her ankle, just the outline. Right on, Dragon Lair. You got your first tattoo at 63. That's awesome. That's the way to live life. Right there. Let's see. Let's do that other giveaway, guys. I feel like that's a thing we should do. My dad wants to get one of him fly fishing, or like a silhouette of fly fishing in Montana. And I think that would be a cool tattoo. I mean, I offered to do it for him, and then he got nervous, and then he's like, "Oh, what if I change my mind?" And I'm like, "Dad, you're like 7. You're not gonna stop liking You're not gonna stop liking fly fishing. Jeez." Let's see here. Yeah, I got my first tattoo. I did it myself at 13 or 14, but it didn't last. The first tattoo that lasted, I think I was 17. I did the poke kind. Giveaway. All right. Giveaway, guys. Let's see here. I see a story from Peeps Lots Sheep. Back in the 50s, my grandmother got her own name tattooed on her arm because her sister was a troublemaker and cops confused them a lot. That's funny. All right, let's see here. Let me get a random number generator up. Random number generator. 7 minutes and counting. I feel like all the silly old Russian movies, Cold War era movies, have like some countdown with a weird accent that's not Russian or anything. Yeah, so let's see here. Pick a number. One guess per person. Rigel knows how it rolls. Between 1 and 150. And if you go over, you don't win. If you're the closest, you win. When I say start entering your numbers, and I will generate a random number from 0 to 150. 0 is not an option. 1 is an option, but 0 is not. So here's the random number generator, just to show you, but I haven't hit anything yet. So go ahead and cast your numbers out there, folks. We'll give you about a minute. So start. Go ahead, and any number between 1 and 150. This is how I know who's actually in here still. Lurkers, y'all can't hide from me. And I better generate a number. You guys want me to generate a number live, or yeah, I'll do it live. Screw it, I'll do it live. All right. It's 0 to 150, so 1 through 150. Pick a number. The person closest without going over wins. So if you just post once, but if someone else also called out your number, you can choose to repost a different number. And then when it slows down, we'll kind of assume it's done. But I'll give it another 10 seconds or so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Okay. So, yeah, I'm the count. 1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha 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 ha. So stop, and let's generate a number, folks. Let's see, what do we have? We've got 132. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Come on down. Is that anybody? Did anybody land on 132 exactly? Was that Kenny's number last night too during his drawing? I feel like it was. Like, I feel like that's the random number he got. Ken Zhao has 132. Ken, did you guess 132 that other time and win also? I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'm still going to give it to you if you pick 132. So Ken, do we all have an agreement in the chat that Ken won that one? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, might makes right in this chat. So if you guys want to just like overthrow the rule of law, that's fine, but you all have to agree. Right on. Okay. Well, congratulations, Ken. Get you a $50 gift card. I know you got my email because you won before. So, right on. Cool. So, stay tuned, guys. All throughout this contest, this aquascaping contest we're going to do, we're going to be giving away prizes. Just because I feel like it. Just because you guys rock, the channel's growing, and I want to give back and let you guys have a good time, and I figure a few people might be able to use that, but it's not going to be enough that it's going to like make or break anyone's aquarium, but might get you a tissue culture or something added to your cart. Might help out a little bit, but same with being nice. Those of you being nice in the chat, in the community, I will, from time to time, as you know, yeah, Mississippi Hippie, you were so close. From time to time, yeah, I'll just give away $50, $100, whatever, $25 on PayPal, to people for being nice, for people defusing other people being assholes. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It always does seem to land like 134, 132 when you set it to 150. But I have to say, I clicked it 3 times while you guys were all putting in your guesses. And I was just like making sure that like, okay, there's nothing nefarious going on here. That's why I did it live. So, fair is fair. Let's see. In case Alex ends at 8 p.m., Sacramento Aquarium Society has a speaker tonight on fancy live bears. Right on, Dragon Lair. That's awesome to know. Good to know. Good to know. I would probably like to watch that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll definitely be done by 8. I'm probably going to wrap this up pretty soon, honestly, but I just wanted to thank you guys. I wanted to give away some stuff, announce some things, and just from the bottom of my heart, really, really, really thank you guys for supporting the channel, for being members, for engaging with the content, for teaching me new things, for being on the Facebook group and answering other people's questions. Those of us with a little more experience, those of you with way more experience than me, helping out newcomers to the hobby. I mean, people who have links at the ready to their favorite video of, that's something I really recommend on how to help YouTubers and sharing and things like that. I'm going to close this out with kind of a self ad also of a couple things you can do to support the channel. If you like this channel, you want content to keep coming, and you want it so that I can focus on this being my kind of full-time work. I mean, I'm still gonna have side jobs, honestly. All right, bye, Donald. Take care. But essentially, I would love this to be my full-time job, and if it keeps going this way, it will be a realistic full-time job. Right now, $1,500 a month is a good month, and that's like not really a full-time job, especially not in Seattle. And I'm breeding fish and growing plants, and I can do more of that too. And then my art obviously is what I need to keep doing, but I'd like to spend more time researching fish. Honestly, I love it. Love interacting with you guys. I am gonna do the aquashellas. I'm probably not gonna go to the. Thank you, Jason, buddy. I'm not gonna go to the Florida one that I thought I might go to because they just don't have any info on who's speaking. In fact, I got a message from one of the organizers that was like, "Hey, do you want to speak? Are you speaking?" And I was like, "What do you mean, am I speaking? Don't you know?" And so it just felt like it's so soon with the shots and people coming back to mass gatherings. No Europeans or anything like that are probably going to be there as far as, representing like George Farmer or whoever, or Oliver Knott or Green Aqua or, all that kind of stuff. Yes, Seattle is the rainy city. Donald Wolf, before you left, you joined as a secret supporter. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. So I think I'm going to hold off, and instead of spending my money on going to Aquashella in Orlando, my plan is to go to Florida in October, hopefully, and do some wild collecting of fish down there in October. Loosely, my wife needs to go in July, but we just can't afford us both going, honestly. And so I want to go back to the Blue Water Crystal Springs, and I want to go back to the Florida Aquaculture Research Center with the University of Florida and Florida State University collaboration. But I think Chicago is the one I'll probably go to. Dallas, I mean, I have family in Dallas, and it could be a good one in August. I think it's August. Is it August or July? But still, I feel like what's in Dallas as far as the hobby goes, whereas Chicago has like the Shed Aquarium. It has some of the most well-known fish keepers in the country in between Indianapolis, Chicago, and St. Louis. I mean, those cities are renowned for their cichlid keepers and things. And then Aquatic Arts is having their grand opening at the end of the summer or the beginning of fall. So it would also make a lot of sense. They're going to fly me out. They have a work account with whatever miles, air miles. And so they're going to be able to help me out and fly me out to their grand opening, it sounds like, in Indianapolis when that occurs. So that should be really fun too. Hopefully, my thought was maybe that the Aquashella in October in Chicago would be worthwhile going on a road trip then to Indianapolis from there. And then that way kind of kill two birds with one stone and get to go on a little road trip. Dragon Lair, yeah, it'd be really fun to meet up in Florida and go collecting. Yeah, I mean, I love like the like when we went last, was it 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago, we went to the Blue Springs and we went to Silver Springs and Ocala National Forest, right on the edge of the National Forest there. And I want to go to Ginny Hot Spring, or Ginny, not Hot Springs. I mean, they'd be hot springs in this part of the country, but they're just springs. They're just mineral springs or geothermal springs. But yeah, so that should be fun. Is Chicago in August? I thought it was the one that was in October. Is Dallas the one that's in October? In any case, we'll figure it out. Okay, somebody can double check that, but we'll figure it out. Okay. And then, you know, obviously, thank you to my wife for today's little festivities. Were really fun. And also, you know, thank you, lurkers. Those of you who don't come out, who don't throw down the super chats or chat a whole lot, you guys matter a lot to me too. And, you know, a lot of you, Danikin, 44. A lot of you people have, you know, privately reached out to me, and we've had a lot of deep conversations, interesting conversations, 3 a.m. conversations about life, death, the universe, and fish. I don't always have time to do that, and as the channel grows, it's a bummer that I can't connect with everyone. But it is remarkable how tight knit we've gotten to stay, because some people just naturally they check in once in a while and then pass through, whereas others of you are, you know, just always here in the super chat or in the chats, doing super chats, doing helping me with bots or mods bots. And stuff like that. And so, you know, it means a lot to me, and it helps me through tough times. It helps me through depression, helps me through anxiety, and chronic pain, a lot of pain that I have physically. So thank you. Let's stick together, guys. If you need someone, reach out, lean on each other in this community. Let's keep having fun. Keep talking to me, those of you who support the channel. Okay, August 14th and 15th is Aquashella in Chicago. Okay, good to know. So basically, I mean, let's just take care of each other. And yeah. And Rigel says, once again, on behalf of the chat, I'd like to thank Laura for being so supportive of Alex. Oh, thanks, Mridgel. You are a sweet guy. I appreciate it. We're gonna have fun with that contest, buddy. Yeah, so we got a lot of cool things coming in the works. You know, the new schedule is hopefully going to be Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We'll be doing live streams, and then Saturday at 4 o'clock, West Coast time, LA time zone. And the other thing is I'm trying to do one scientific video, like the fish locomotion, how do baby fish escape predation, that video I did. Trying to do one scientifically video and well-researched video on history, science, evolution, whatnot, every week, but for sure every 2 weeks, but hopefully every week, unless it's a really deep dive. Because sometimes it takes 10 or 15 hours of just kind of sorting through what I want to talk about, and then kind of, I like doing it off the cuff, like we're friends and just hanging out. And then as far as the species spotlights and things like that, I'm trying to do either a species spotlight or trivia or a plant spotlight, something like that, or a guest for the other video of the week, and then a few random streams and things in between. I'd like to do some more late night streams for those of you over in Europe and in you know, Asia, Africa. We've got 50% of our viewers right now are not in the States, so I mean, really cool to have viewers, you know, in Morocco and Dubai, and we had somebody in Somalia, in Mogadishu, which is like, whoa, crazy, you know. What do I use to edit? I don't really edit. I use the editor in the gallery app on my Android phone. I just don't, yeah, I don't edit. I have thought about getting an editor. I mean, I could spend all my money on that and not make any money or lose money, I should say, having the channel. And I thought about doing that and like trying to see if stepping up the game made a big difference. But on the videos where I have spent like 5 or 10 hours editing, some of them have like 200 or 300 views, and then I'll just do something off the cuff and it'll have 5,000 views. So there seems to be no rhyme or reason to that. I know it would step up some things, but in a sense, I feel like it's also a barrier between like my production, the level of how much I can create and put out, and how quickly I can respond to you guys and chat and stuff. And so I think, like podcasts are, I like the kind of like off the cuff, like just genuine, like I don't want to act. I mean, sometimes I act like a little hyper like earlier, but what you see is what you get. Those of you who know me in real life know, you know, like I'm putting me into this channel, and yeah, so I like that. I don't need any crazy filters, or I mean, every once in a while I do think it'd be handy to have like a Latin name or, you know, whatnot. So there are some things I'm thinking about stepping up that on. And if I were to get bigger and like make enough ad revenue, like several thousand a month or something, I'd definitely just reinvest that back into the channel. And the things that could be better that way, I would. But I mean, for the most part right now, everybody seems to be doing well with the way things are going. And maybe that's naive of me, or maybe I'm limiting things, but I like the family style vibe that we have going here. And yeah, so thank you guys. Yeah, what you see is what you get is kind of the way it goes. So you know what? Thank you so much for joining me. I'll have a video that officially announces the start of the aquascaping stuff, and we'll have a content submission form. We're going to basically want a concept from you, like a picture you have for inspiration, whether it's the Sahara Desert, or whether it's the color blue, you know, a picture of the ocean, and you're just trying to mimic waves and have a rolling aquascape. Whatever it may be that is inspiring you. Maybe it's a fish and you just want to build a biotope around that fish. So then we'll want that, and then in the submission form, just a few, like 2 sentences basically about like, I want to do an Iwagumi aquascape, 20 gallon, blah, 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 no CO2, low tech. We'll have a form for you guys to basically just plug and play. And then we'll give away some prizes at that stage, just for concepts even. And then we'll also give away some at the end, and we'll do a home show where, like, depending on how many entries are, we'll have everybody able to do like somewhere between a 3 and 5 minute video showing their scape, their tank, if they want to submit it, or they can come on a live stream. So we'll sort that out as it gets closer. But I had fun with that last year, and I think a lot of us had a good time with that. So I hope you guys think that's cool. If you have any great ideas on this whole thing, just let us know. I mean, let me know in the comments. Yeah, Dark Souls theme aquascape, go for it. Yeah, someone did what was it, the Labyrinth David Bowie movie last time, and that was the Dark Crystal, or no, it was the Dark Crystal, it wasn't Labyrinth. And that was, I mean, it was a really interesting aquascape. I thought that was rad. So yeah, I mean, we love creativity. And it's not about like how much money you have or how rare of stuff you have. It's about how well the elements work together. It's also about if your fish will survive in that aquascape. This is not one of those aquascape competitions where you get a prize because it looks nice for one day in a photo. We want it to be an ecosystem. We want it to be a balanced tank that's functional. And no aquascape contest that I've seen other than the Biotope by Heiko Blair even gives a damn about whether fish would be healthy in the tank. It's all about just the aesthetics. And to me, it's like, that's a painting, that's a medium. It's really a science and an art to do an aquascape that can foster growth in the long term. Like, that'll be another thing we'll grade on, is like, how's it going to grow out? How's it going to grow into itself? Is there room for it to grow? or did you plan it so that like you got 3 months and then you're gonna have to like rip a bunch of stuff out or it's not gonna live? So yeah, and that way that can show skill and thought better than you have the budget to go spend money on ADA stuff or whatever, which is fine too. If you want to show a really nice rimless tank with high-tech bells and whistles, that's fine too. And yes, outdoor, also fine. Ponds and things, just, you know, you'll see the rubric as we get started. We'll make that visible, like what the scoring guide will be. And you can also watch the streams from last year to get kind of some idea of how it will go this year. So thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys are seriously the best. Thank you, mods. I haven't forgotten you. I need to get a hold of some gift certificates for y'all. And if I can't do that, I'll just PayPal you guys money. But I want to do a little something for you guys because you guys are there so often for me, and it just means a lot to me. And I get super chats and things. You guys help the channel function, and I feel like people don't give the mods anything ever, and you guys deserve it. So, all right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. And mods, don't let me forget that. Like, if it's been a week and I haven't mentioned anything, just hit me up and ask, hey, what's up with that? And then I can get back to you on it. Because I do have a forgetful mind. But all right, guys, I can remember, you know, a Latin name of something and how many, and the year it was discovered and the weird province in a place I've never been. But I will forget what I have on the calendar tomorrow. So thank you for helping me keep my head screwed on. My wife also does that. You guys, thanks again. Rigel holding it down. Chevy Fish, Mary, you know, y'all are awesome. Dragon Lair holding it down. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later, and yay on 20,000. Here's to the next whatever. I don't even care how much it grows. I just want it to be a good channel. So, and also, yeah, if you haven't checked out Danikin Aquatics, go check it out. He's so close to 2K, and he's got killer fish that are really interesting. He's got all sorts of cichlids and little fish and big fish. And he's just a nice guy. So I'll probably be down. I will be down in Portland visiting him next weekend. So, maybe I'll even be around for his celebration. I don't know. We'll see. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. My wife and I say goodbye. Thank you for making this channel possible. And have an awesome night and a great weekend. Take care.